Queens get the money. Queens get the money. Queens get the money. Queens get the money.
Bree Benz.
Queens get the money. 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 Queens get the money.
What's the deal, my YouTube family? It's your girl Bree Benz, and I'm back today with another hair video. Okay, so I already got my two braids going, and let me tell y'all, they look way better than my first video, so y'all can't come for me. And I'm gonna do the lazy girl method when it comes to my back portion. I'm just gonna go ahead and pin it up, crisscross applesauce my braids, and then I'm gonna use a big bobby pin and set them just like that to get a flat surface. And then I'm going to take a wig cap that I get from my local beauty supply store, and I'm just going to pull that over my whole dome. Like that. And I'm going to end up looking like this. Very manly, very masculine, very macho. But yeah, so now I'm going to take this hair protectant. And let me just tell y'all, please try your hardest to keep your lids or caps, whatever you want to call them, as clean as possible, because when they got built up, they just look at the struggle. They were just coming out so slow, and I really thought this was about to do something. I'm like, I'm not about to be here for days applying this stuff. So I was like, let me try to go straight for the source. Now, I will say this method is good if you want to do it for your perimeter like I'm doing at first, like just trying to mark off where the half point of my head is. That way I can make sure like I don't get any of it in the upper portion of my hair from my half up, half down look, just because we want to make sure like that's all good to go. But it is messy. It's very messy. And then I got to the point I was over it and still being slow, thinking, oh, let me put it straight to the brush. No. I ended up putting it straight on the dome. Like, let's go. And then also you want to take some scissors and cut your ears out, of course. Not cut them off, cut them out. Because that way you get a better foundation. Your wig cap will lay better. And you're going to take a blow dryer and you're just going to put it on a cool setting. And you're going to set that protectant. That way it makes sure it's good to go. You do not want it wet, or else any tracks you glue on, they're not going to stick either. So once it's dry, it should look like this. Little crusty, a little white, little all that, but it's good. That's what we looking for. That's what we looking for. And now to the money shot. It is the hair we're gonna be using, the Natural Dream Feel and Look human hair texture. I do have 4 different bundles. I have a deep wave 30-inch. I believe I have 2. I lied. 3 30 inches and then 1 24-inch. So yes. I'm gonna see how this go, because I really wasn't sure how I was gonna do my hair, but I gotta get the money shot. There it is. And yeah, so this is how that hair looks. I will tell y'all, this hair was really pretty and beautiful to work with. I'm not gonna lie. And we're just gonna get straight to applying it. So as my last video, I literally just size it out to my head. I take some scissors and I cut it. That way you size it there. Take some glue, apply it to the track. And then you're just going to apply it to your head in the same section where you sized it out at. And you're just going to run your fingers across it, make sure it is on there, make sure you feel it touching the hair, give it a couple seconds, and then it'll be all set. And then I'm just going to go up the whole back, and boom. So this is how we looking. This is me after putting in the 30 inches in the back. I did use about 2 and maybe a little bit of a third one to get that type of volume. If you don't want it that thick, then you definitely do not have to use all of the hair. Now this part, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was trying to cut the cap so I could do the front portion of my head, but apparently your girl ain't got no good scissors. So these scissors did not want to cooperate for me, and I was like, all right, I'm over it, so let me go get some scissors. Hold on. I came back, I said, oh, I found some scissors, let me wrong. These don't want to cut either, apparently. So you know what, I see these scissors want to play with my temp today. Now I gotta go get the big industrial, big old artsy crafty daddy scissors. And boom, that thing said, what's stopping me? Ain't no cap gonna stop me. You feel me? I'm like, thank you, because I ain't had no more scissors after this. I was gonna have to go in the knife drawer, get the slicing and dicing. I don't know what was about to take place. And all I'm doing is just cutting off the excess cap for the front, because the front we are gonna be just putting the tracks onto my hair when I do the ponytail look. So we just need to cut that excess cap off. All right, perfect. So now that we got that all cleared away, I'm just gonna take my hair out. It is dry. It is a little moist still. I just washed it, so I'm just gonna take my blow dryer and dry it out a little bit more. That way I can make sure the texture itself is more so flat instead, because if I leave it a little wet and then I put like some gel or something on it, it's just gonna curl up and do what it want to do. And then I also got my electric plug-in hot comb, as well as my baby flat irons, which I use for like my edges and like my baby hairs. And I'm just gonna try to see how I want to do this, because I really wasn't sure, y'all. I'm like, I always do a regular half up, half down. Then I was like, maybe I should do like the little kind of Barbie doll, baby doll look with the 2 ponytails. And I was like, let me see what that look like. I'm like, let's try something different. But then the other part of me was like, nah, different is too different. But I was like, you know what? You can fix it if you need be, just go and do it, you know? So, I mean, what's gonna really hurt me here? So I'm just taking that hot comb. Like I said, I just want to make sure I get my hair straight, and that way I can have it as flat as possible and get those edges laid out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that around the perimeter. All right, and now I'm just gonna take this edge brush / comb, and I'm just gonna like comb out me some baby hairs. Now, I will say for my look, I did do it dramatic this time. I normally do not do my baby hairs this dramatic, so if this isn't your preference, I understand. I just wanted to try it because I be seeing people do it, and I was like, let me see how wide I can get. So I did pull out a lot of baby hairs for this look, but like I said, you do not have to if you don't want to. It's just what I wanted to do today, okay? So don't judge me. Y'all already know my saying, don't judge me, judge your mama. Go look at her edges while you worried about mine. And yeah, so I just rubber band them off like so. Now, this is how I decided to section off the ponytails. I started thinking like, why don't I do something more than just something more unique. And I'm like, if I split my hair and do the rubber band method, that will be so cute. So what I did was make a vertical line through the hair, and now I'm making horizontal lines just to give myself 4 sections to work with so I can crisscross them. So I'm just going to take a little bit of edge control like so and lay it just around the parts that I sectioned off. And then I'm just going to take me a rubber band, and I'm going to rubber band the section. And now I'm doing the other side as well, just doing that horizontal one, the horizontal line, so I can section off. I do know, like, guys, believe me, you don't have to like talk about me in the comments. I do know that's a big section, but I guarantee you it's gonna work out. So if you want to do yours all multi and all that, you can do that. I didn't know what I was doing for real at first. I was just going with the flow, so that's why my parts are the way they are, but they end up cute anyway. So once again, before you judge me, judge your mama. Check her parts. So yeah. So yeah, I just went ahead and rubber band off the 2 front portions, and now I'm just doing it to the back so you can see how I connected them. So I apply the edge control, of course. I'm going to take one of the front parts, and then I'm going to do it diagonally to the hair part that I sectioned off from it. So I'm connecting the one on the left side of my head to the right side, and vice versa. And like I said, just doing the same thing to this part. Go ahead, add in a little edge control, connecting the front piece to the back piece, and then rubber banding it off. All right, and so this is what it looked like. Like I said, it's just crisscross applesauce, so the hair goes across each other. So you see what I'm doing? Okay, and now I'm gonna take both of the sections that I have and just rubber band them together, because like I said, I still want to do my 2 ponytails. Now, some advice I will give on this look, like you see how in those parts, like I kind of was pulling to tighten it. do not do that with this hairstyle or any hairstyle with rubber bands. Like, leave you some leeway, because for, eventually it's gonna tighten up, and it hurt it. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So now what I'm just gonna do with the parts for the ponytails is I'm gonna braid them. So this is gonna be my foundation. I'm gonna show y'all how I do it, so that way I don't have to put glue additionally on my hair as well, like to put the tracks on. But I'm gonna show you my lazy girl method for my half up, half down ponytail parts. So I'm just gonna braid it, and then I'm gonna take it kind of halfway through and fold it up like so, and then just rubber band it off. So I'm just taking it up like that, and I'm gonna apply a rubber band. That way I could just make it into a thicker base. That is it. That's all. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I mean, it's not gonna be like the most like beautiful looking thing in the world, but it get the job done. So this all you need. Don't even worry about what it look like, sweetheart. Just go and braid it up. Make sure it look like I said to look. It could look goofy, but as long as it is what I said, you Gucci. So now what I'm gonna do is take a bobby pin, and I'm gonna put it at the end of the track, and all I'm gonna do is insert the bobby pin into like the loop bottom part of the braid that I just created. That way it's like an anchor and it's in there. And then all I'm gonna do is literally take the track and just start wrapping it around the braid and wrapping it up the braid until I get to the top of it. Alright, and then once I get to the top, this is what it's looking like. So you can see, like, you just wrap it around, and then when you get to the top, you take a little bit of the section that's off, and you're gonna just wrap it around the base of the ponytail. One, that way it secures it, so you don't have to put like a bunch of additional pins in your head. But two, also it avoids them seeing like the track at the top when you have that hair piece up there, so it's hidden. So it just kind of like don't show the track, so no one will see those. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do the same exact thing to the other side, and just wrap that around the base of the hair. And I'm just gonna fix my little ponytails, because now don't lie, like I said, because the braids is under there, they did get, they stiffen it up, but it's so flexible, it moves because of the way we did it. So I can move it around, I can kind of play with it, and that way I can make sure it's up or down the way I want it to. And then this is where I'm just gonna take those baby flat irons, and I pulled out my baby hairs, and I just want to add a little bit of straightening to them, and then a curl. So what the curl does is, one, it helps it just kind of like curl and flip up better when you lay your baby hairs. I didn't believe that at first until I watched so many videos, and then I saw like, oh, when they do it, like how the baby hairs just like do that little curl, and I was like, ooh, that's so cute. And it's literally just because you did that, like you curled it beforehand. If not, it's just gonna be kind of more, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that look, but if you want that curled up look, I would say, add just a little bump curl into it and then lay it down. So I'm just gonna keep playing with it. I'm not a baby hair expert, so don't judge me. I'm just kind of trying to see what go good with the look. But my favorite to lay mine down has got to be, I know I sprayed it first, and that was kind of to help structure it. But like at the root of it, I like it to be laid down. I don't like it floating around my head. So I always apply some got to be glue gel like to the root part of my hair. Not to the ends, but to the root. So that way I know it's laying down. Like, you see what I mean? And like I said, I'm just going to repeat the process to both sides of my baby hair. Spray a little bit. Give it a nice little swoop and dooping. Add a little got to be gel to the root part, and then let the rest do what it naturally wants to do. And you might have to go back in there and, you know, flat iron a little bit. I mean, not flat iron it, but curl it, flip it a little bit more if you want more of a dramatic tight curl, or if you want it loose or anything like that, you can leave it that way. But I did want to make sure it got a little bit tighter because it was just kind of doing what it wanted to do. All right, y'all, this is the final look. It's so cute, so fun, so extra, so me. If you don't want it this thick, believe me, like I said, you do not have to use all the bundles, but I did just want to show y'all the soft baby hairs that I came up with. I styled this hair a bunch of different ways. I flat ironed it, and I still ended up combining it into one ponytail. So stay tuned to the end of the video for some pictures and videos so you can see all the styles I did with it. And thanks for watching, fam. Until next time, bye.